To Kate, I wanted to love you from the first time we met, but I was cautious about my desire. I didn't want to be another someone who saw you as tiny, troubled, and beautiful. I didn't want to save you when I could barely save myself. I did want to hear what you had to say. I wanted to understand you a little more, and I wanted you to understand me too. I was struggling when we first met, and you really got my work. It helped make me feel okay, and sometimes just okay is enough. You changed your hair colour often, and I always looked forward to who you were going to be next. You made me feel that change was possible. You have settled for a time now on blonde, and I want to know if this means you are settling in yourself. We have shared our professional ambitions and frustrations, how we are acutely aware of our place in the world. We walk a tightrope between privilege and disadvantage, and it can be disorientating to look down. Sometimes I feel we have had similar experiences, and other times I don't dare to presume to understand. But I believe we have a hand to reach for now, if one of us should fall. You embody your artwork, strong, relentless, committed, uncomfortable, and engaging. You are being noticed for what you do and how hard you work, and I look forward to us working together in the future. I hope we can make each other better, even if we can't make each other well. We could find a balance. I love you, Caitlin.
I remember the careers officer coming to our school, and you had to go and meet with him. And he said to me, what do you want to do when you leave school? And he was quite an unimpressive man, dressed in corduroy and nicotine-stained fingers. And I said, I want to be an actor. And he flipped around a piece of paper in front of him that had Bowwater Scott written on it. And he said, people from this school don't become actors. Bowwater Scott was a local paper mill, made toilet rolls. Yeah, but we had Anne, the English teacher. Apart from being gorgeous, she showed me that there was another world. She took me to the theatre for the first time. Took me to see a play called Zigger Zagger at the Shore Theatre. And it opened up a totally different world, a world that didn't smell of light owl, wasn't a world where the soundscape was raised voices late at night, and if there was no laughter, it was going to be a fight. But I stepped into that world, and if it had a colour, it was pink. If it had a taste, it'd be champagne. I had like a showcase gig at the Embassy club in Mayfair. I remember I was wearing a suit made by Anthony Price, a pink suit, and I was standing with businessmen that I thought would change my life. And I heard this voice, "They won't fucking serve me." And I literally had to leave this world. I walked across the room, and my dad was in the corner. My dad, although he didn't quite understand what I was trying to achieve, he did come to every gig. I remember just grabbing him by the scruff of the neck, saying, "If you don't shut up, I will knock you out." And I called the guy across who was serving. I said, "Get him some warm light ale," because he only drank warm light ale. He didn't like cold beer. I put him in his place, and then went back to the businessmen, to the suits, and so I'm sorry, I don't know who they are, don't know who that was. What were we talking about? And in retrospect, I've realised that a young man's ambition can sometimes be misplaced with strangers.
Good. Can you tell me what you were like as a child?
Extremely good, of course. Extremely good. Not like my own offspring. I don't really know. Just normal, I guess.
When you were a boy, what was it you wanted to do when you grew up?
I don't think there was anything specific that I wanted to be. My grandfather was a train driver, so maybe I wanted to be that, but it wasn't until later in life that I kind of thought about what I wanted to be.
I wanted to ask you when you first became aware of the impetus to help people, and what do you think that impetus was?
I don't really know if it was an impetus to help people. I don't really know. When I came out of when I was in the RAF, I befriended a guy who was a probation officer, and I just shadowed him on his job, and I went to Witney Magistrates Court a couple of times, so I had a kind of an idea of what it was, and it looked like a good job, secure, interesting, and it was nice to it was good to kind of do something good, helping people, yeah.